It's a budget blueprint firmly in the red, enshrining a decade of debt and deficit as the government spends big.
Australia is coming back.
This graphic shows Australia's underlying cash balance, the improved blue line charting the remarkable V-shaped recovery. Australia's notoriously rubber deficit has shrunk more than $35 billion from the last update to $161 billion. It's now forecast to be $106 billion next financial year, growing to $99 billion in 22-23 as the government extends tax relief, dropping to $79 billion in 23-24. Budget fine print confirming will remain in deficit until well into next decade.
Mr Speaker, the jobs are coming back. The economy is coming back. Australia is coming back.
In 2018, Australia's debt was $373 billion. Next year it will top $729 billion. Our economy, though, is resilient, due in no small way to the iron ore price. It's now $230 a tonne. Treasury optimistic our unemployment will drop eventually to 4.5%, a rate not seen since before the GFC. At the budget's heart are key assumptions. The nation vaccinated by the end of the year. There'll be no extended state border restrictions. International students will return late next year. Migrants from mid-2022, with international travel further delayed. There's $7.8 billion in tax cuts. Low and middle income earners retaining the existing tax offset, benefiting those earning between $48,000 and $90,000, putting up to $1,080 in the pockets of individuals, $2,100 for couples, with stage 3 of the government's tax cuts not brought forward for high income earners. For the first time in a long time, the government has produced a women's budget statement. It's 80 pages long and pledges $3.4 billion to help reduce violence and improve women's economic security. It includes $1.1 billion for safety, $351 million for women's health and a large chunk for childcare.
This will increase the affordability of childcare for low and middle income families. 250,000 families will be better off by an average of $2,200 a year.
There's an extra $15 billion for infrastructure, $13.2 billion over 4 years to support the NDIS and a massive $17.7 billion to improved aged care in response to the Royal Commission. Mental health receives $2.3 billion. Defence, $270 billion over 10 years. There's money too to help first home buyers and single parents get into properties. The government is extending the asset write-off for small businesses, even promising to start a so-called patent box to attract foreign investors with cheaper taxes. What there isn't, though, is any firm commitment to build an mRNA facility needed if Australia wants to develop its own vaccines, like the advanced Pfizer jab, or more money to construct additional COVID quarantine places. Still, the Treasurer says
this budget will ensure we come back even stronger and ensure that we secure Australia's economic recovery. I commend the budget to the House.
The Coalition hoping it commits them to a fourth term in office. Jonathan Lee, Sky News, Canberra.